Power, your most powerful friend. You personally have the infallible power to direct the cosmic power which created the universe. It is called by various names including subjective mind, universal subconscious mind, and the supreme power, as well as many others. This cosmic power stands always at your beck and call and obeys your decrees and beliefs. It is your obedient servant and awaits only your use and direction. Your subconscious mind is the most powerful friend. It watches over you while you are sound asleep and controls all your vital processes. It never sleeps and is constantly reproducing your habitual thinking into form, function, experience, and event. Once you get the knack of directing it, you will find it will heal your sick body or sick pocketbook and even your sick human relationship. Cosmic power used to heal a dying son. The following letter from Mrs. Hatcher shows how a woman believed with all her heart that she would succeed if she impregnated her subconscious mind with a conviction that her son was made whole, her prayer would be answered. She knew that God works by law, and that the law is also the law of her own subconscious mind, and furthermore, that it is done unto her as she believes. Dear Dr. Murphy, you are welcome to use any part of my letter or all of it with any modifications or alterations you deem appropriate. Some years ago, my youngest son Charles was stricken with polio and was given up on by doctors. I refused to accept the verdict, for I knew the healing power of God would heal my boy, and I decreed that Charles would live. I knew that as I affirmed this with faith, sooner or later the idea would sink into my subconscious mind and that the miracle would happen. The doctor told me after 17 days that there was no hope, and that even if Charles lived, he would be in a wheelchair for life and his brain would be affected. I rejected the diagnosis and kept on decreeing, I know Charles is alive with the life of God. He was put into an iron lung. I continued to recite the 91st and 23rd Psalm and repeated, Charles is alive with the life of God, knowing that my subconscious mind must respond to my faith. One night while praying, I fell into a semi-trance state and I saw my boy running around in the backyard full of life, zest, and energy. It was real and very vivid. The next day the doctor said to me, Mrs. Hatcher, a miracle occurred during the night. Charles is out of his coma, his fever is gone, and he's asking for you. Charles was moved to the Children's Hospital to complete his recovery. There he was given day-by-day therapy and I was taught how to take care of him at home. 6 weeks later he walked into our home. A year later, while working in my home, I heard the voice of a youngster in the backyard running, jumping, and laughing. Charles was there, just as I had seen him in my vision 1 year previously. He was vibrant and alive with the life of God. I know that it is done unto us as we believe. Blessings. Hilda Hatcher, Los Angeles, California. This letter has been condensed, but all the essential points are included. This letter demonstrates the faith of a mother who persevered to the end while knowing in her heart that her faithful friend, her subconscious, which made the body of her son, could also heal him with cosmic power. The Bible said, Go thy way, and as thou hast believed with cosmic power, so it be done unto thee. How an educator used cosmic power to vanquish all obstacles. Your cosmic power stands ready and waiting for your use in the same way that the tap in your kitchen sink stands ready to give you water. The following letter from a California educator indicates clearly how you can rise above any obstacle in human relations if you want to profoundly enough. If you really believe you can, and if you use your cosmic power wisely, judiciously, and constructively. Dear Dr. Murphy, sometimes it is hard to see godliness in people with whom we come in contact in a business way. I felt that way a number of years ago when I was a newly elected superintendent of schools in a Midwestern college town. One man, a board member, was the bane of my existence. I met with 5 board members every 2 weeks, and I met with the county superintendent together with other school heads in the county from time to time as he requested. The county superintendent had told me when he nominated me for the position that I should not stay there too long, at least not long enough to get my feet muddy. I was also told that there were 2 types of school heads in the area. The professional men working with and under the direction of the county superintendent, and the school board men whose cooperation with the county superintendent was only incidental. I determined to be 100% professional. Shortly after I assumed the position, I believed largely because of my undeviating professional attitude, a feeling of deep animosity developed between me and the board member. Since I ran things according to the suggestion of the county superintendent and the mandate of the school laws of the state, and not according to personal directions given me by the board member at odd times, the animosity continued to deepen. He really had it in for me. Since this gentleman could sway the votes of other two board members, my professional reputation was at stake. I could get fired. Generally speaking, a fired educator goes perforce into some other line of work. I had met many such people who were selling textbooks or school supplies. I felt like the individual who had hold of the tiger's tail. I could continue as I was, and I wouldn't let go. Something had to give. Since I had strong religious inclinations, I was a member of the church board as well as Sunday school superintendent. I did a lot of praying over the job. I frankly could see no good in either. Finally, I decided there really must be something good in a man. I observed that he deeply loved his children, definitely a godlike attitude. Working from that angle, since I had children of my own, I visited him often at his place of business and asked advice. It was a slow process. However, over a period of months, we developed a greater and greater mutual regard. When the time arrived for renewing my contract, I was offered a generous raise to remain. The county superintendent wrote an outstanding recommendation. I thanked the board members for their offer, but declined in order to move to California. We severed our business relationship with the best of goodwill. Sincerely yours, William Thrall, San Gabriel, California. This is a marvelous working illustration showing the power of cosmic wisdom and love in dissolving animosity, bitterness, and hatred. How his cosmic partner saved him $250,000. A man visited me as I was writing this chapter and said, "I read your book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, and I was deeply impressed. I know that my subconscious is coexistent with the infinite wisdom and infinite power. I realize that it is part of the cosmic power which knows all things. I have investigated a deal and everything outwardly seems right and overboard, but as you suggested in your book, I went to sleep last night and asked my subconscious to reveal to me the answer such that I would recognize it in the morning. I woke up this morning and I felt that something is wrong about the whole situation. I can't point to anything definite, but it is a constant prompting by my deeper self saying no." He then asked me what I thought about it. I replied that undoubtedly it was his subconscious seeking to protect him from financial disaster, as his total investment in a proposed project would be $250,000. I suggested that he did not invest, but rather that he drop the whole project, which he did. I left a blank space in this chapter until I heard from him about the denouncement of the deal. I received a call from him recently saying that further investigation by private detectives whom he had hired revealed that his would-be business associates were professional con men who had arranged everything to appear right on the surface, but the whole project was a gigantic swindle. His cosmic partner saved him $250,000. You must expect to learn answers and have faith in divine right action in all your undertaking. Every Sunday, a number of people leaving my public lectures say to me in substance, "I received this morning the answer I have always wanted." Why did they? Because they asked for an answer and believed that their subconscious would respond in cosmic wisdom accordingly, and that they were in the right place at the right time to receive an answer. Invariably, it is something that is said during the lecture that clears up the matter in their mind. How cosmic power saved a life through a dream. You do not dream with your conscious mind. When you dream, your conscious mind is asleep and is creatively joined to your subconscious. Your subconscious mind dramatizes its content during sleep, and it may present many symbolic pictures and incongruous situations. Dreams are the television series of your deeper mind. There are all kinds of dreams, including dreams of prevision, where you see an event before it happens objectively, and which may apply to yourself or to others. The dream may reveal the fulfillment of your desire, or it may be a warning to avoid a tragedy. The following letter will illustrate how your subconscious or cosmic partner seeks to protect you. Dear Dr. Murphy, I have read your recent book, Your Infinite Power to Be Rich, and I think it is the finest thing I have read along that line. It is simply marvelous. I would like to tell you how my subconscious saved my life. A few months ago, I was scheduled to go on a plane, and the night prior to my departure, I read in my dream that the headlines of a newspaper which told about a plane disaster in which all the passengers were killed. I woke up startled and full of trepidation and a sense of foreboding. I found my wife staring at me, and she said, "Did you have the same dream that I had?" Lo and behold, she told me the same dream exactly as I had seen it in all details. I canceled the trip and the plane went down and all lives were lost exactly as I saw in the dream. Truly, what you said in another of your books, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, is true. The Lord, your subconscious mind, will make myself known in a vision and will speak unto a man in a dream. Subconscious instinct. There is an intelligence in the insect which staggers the imagination of mind. Within the insect are the instinct for production and an intelligence which cares for it, causing it to reproduce after its kind and seeking to preserve it. How your subconscious instinct works. Infinite intelligence permeates all of nature. For example, there is an intelligence in the lowly atom because it takes 2 atoms of hydrogen combined with 1 atom of oxygen to create a molecule of water. There are life, intelligence, and power in all forms of nature. This subconscious intelligence operates instinctively, automatically, mechanically, and mathematically according to the nature of the things through which it operates. In the long history of man, down through the thousands of years before he became self-conscious, man had many experiences, all of which are recorded on the memory tables of the subconscious mind and which move through all of us as instinct. For example, although you have never seen a poisonous cobra, should you see one in a jungle, you immediately recoil because of instinctive memory of its death-dealing fangs and poisonous nature has been recorded in your subconscious mind. All of man's experience, plus his beliefs, fears, opinions, and convictions are called race belief, in which there is much that is extremely negative, and which is also very good. How the cosmic mind forms habits and reveals answers. You can choose now to insulate yourself from the race belief, thereby freeing yourself from the experience of the race mind. Habits are formed from the reaction of your subconscious mind by repeating certain thoughts or actions over and over again, until they become impressed permanently on your subconscious. Then there is the automatic response of your conscious mind. This is sometimes called second nature, which simply means the principle of action and reaction, which is cosmic and universal throughout all nature. The action is your thought, and the reaction is the subconscious mind responding according to the nature of your thought. The great servant is your subconscious mind, which acts as habit. You teach your mind to drive a car, to operate a typewriter, to play the piano, or to walk or to talk. After practicing or learning how to drive, you gradually condition your subconscious mind so that when you get into the car, you decide where you want to go, and your obedient servant takes charge and drives you. Our organist, Miss Vera Radcliffe, can play marvelous music blindfolded. It is her subconscious mind activating the playing and not her conscious mind. You similarly can type out letters with great speed. You can think abstract thoughts, and you can speak intelligently without purposely directing your tongue. This is the infinite intelligence in all people. It can reveal to you seemingly hidden knowledge and tell you what you need to know about life's problems. It sees all and knows all. You can ask a question of your subconscious mind, and it will answer you as an idea welling up from the depth of yourself. How immediate guidance is received from a cosmic mind. The following letter is from a listener to my daily radio program. Dear Dr. Murphy, my wife and I had to make a serious decision. We found ourselves confronted with a problem which completely baffled us. We were getting conflicting advice from 3 different attorneys, and the advice we received from our pastor was wholly unsatisfactory. We were frustrated. Then my wife said, "Let us seek guidance," and I got an intense urge to turn on the radio. I heard you speaking on divine guidance. We listened for 15 minutes, and broadcast remaining silent. You closed your broadcast by saying, "Infinite intelligence leads and guides you in all your ways and reveals to you the answer which comes into your conscious, reasoning mind, and it is impossible for you to miss it." Infinite intelligence knows only the answer, and because it knows, you know. Believe the answer is yours in the same way you believe the sun will rise tomorrow morning, and all power to you. I want you to know that an answer to our problem came out of the blue, which proved to be the perfect solution. An idea welled up spontaneously in my wife's mind to see an old friend who gave us the answer, and our problem was solved. Truly, this is the principle of cosmic guidance, which is so eloquently spoke about yesterday morning in your broadcast. Sincerely, J.H. Expect an answer. This man's letter demonstrates how an answer may come to you. Often your subconscious directs you to look in the book to find an answer, or to turn on the radio at the right moment to get the right answer, or you may hear the answer at a lecture to which you invited. Your servant or subconscious mind is always helping you, directing you, and guiding you. Its intimations, urgings, promptings, and desires are always lifeward. Chapter Summary. You have the power to direct the cosmic power which created the universe. When you love, you are using the part of the infinite love within you. Your subconscious mind obeys your decree and beliefs. Your subconscious responds to your measure of belief. A mother believed with all her heart her boy who was in an iron lung would live. Her prayers were answered, and the doctor called it a miracle. In strained relationships with another person, radiate harmony, peace, love, and goodwill to the other, and you will actively activate the majesty and wisdom of your cosmic subconscious, which will result in a harmonious relationship. When you ask your subconscious for guidance, often it responds to you as an inner feeling that something definitely is wrong about the particular situation or project. It is an inner, silent knowing saying to you, don't touch it. Your subconscious may at times warn you in a dream of impending danger, enabling you to avoid a tragedy. This is why the Bible says, the Lord, or the law of your subconscious mind, will make thyself known in a vision, and will speak unto a man in a dream. There are life, intelligence, and power in all forms of nature. Your subconscious intelligence operates instinctively, automatically and mechanically, and mathematically in all forms of nature and in animals. Man can direct his own life, and as he can choose his thoughts and direct his imagination. The memory and experience of the entire race since the dawn of time is inscribed indelibly on the memory tablets of your subconscious mind. This is called instinct, which together with all the beliefs, fears, opinions, and convictions of humanity is termed the race mind. Your subconsciousness is the seat of habit. Habits are formed by repeating a thought pattern or an action over and over again until the subconscious assimilates the pattern. And then there is an automatic response from the subconscious. This applies to good habits as well as to bad. Your thought is action, and your subconscious reacts according to the nature of your thought. Often the answer to your question is given in various ways. Your subconscious partner may direct you to a particular book for the answer, or cause you to turn the radio dial and hear a broadcast which answers your problem. Believe that your subconscious will answer you in the same way you believe the sun will rise tomorrow morning, and according to your belief, a thought in your mind, it is done unto you.